Hey there, YouTube. Tristan Blaze back again. Astro Empires. Taking about a week off of doing any hits on anybody. Inactive players, active players, just basically condensing, or not condensing. God, it's a fucking C word. I forget what the word is. Damn it, consolidating my gains and maintaining them. So what we're doing is we're going after Halifax by Midge Gallimar, inactive player. He ain't going to fight back. I got my Titan, 36 battleships, over 2 Kane fighters. Now, in the week that has passed, my missile tech, I think, is hit level 20. I'll check the tech and everything later, but I've teched up on plasma, 1 level, missile, 1 level, ion, 1 level, laser, 1 more level. I think I'm doing cybernetics for another level, I believe. Just go boom, tighten you. Just tighten you, bitch. Oh God, man, that's just brutality of a hit. I only got 1,900 back, and I lost 5K. But again, we're not looking to make money off of this hit in terms of a massive profit. All I'm looking to do is to grab another base to occupy, to maintain. An occupation force of, say, 1 fighter. I'll go ahead and repair my battleship and my Titan. Boom. Give me that extra battleship. You see, the Titan is just, oh God, so powerful, man. I used that on Jack Burton's last base, and that was it. That was just like the last base. I was like, boom, Titan you. Fuck off. Speaking of which, we'll go and look at all of my occupied bases. We're just going to move all of this out. 21, 1. Keep our 1 fighter. It's, again, inactive. Doesn't matter. And there's all the bases I occupy. How long would it take? Let's just take 5 hours to get to there. 12 hours to get to there. I'd rather go home and have my fleet stationed at my jump gate base instead. Simply, I'm very, very paranoid about leaving stuff like my capital ships out there. I'm paranoid about leaving like a dreadnought and a fighter screen for an occupation force against an active player or against a United Colony NPC base. Not a problem. I'll do that. I've done that. I've made people cry because of it and quit the game. Welcome to Astro Empires. Now I think I'm going to grab about 30 more credits from this one. And this is going to be the hilarious thing. You're going to see like all the insanity that I've been doing so far. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Ring, 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 ring. Shield done there, antimatter plant getting finished. Gonna have another ring started on Shemale Yum. Ring, ring, ring. I'm just fortifying everything. Because I already got the 2 rings and the 2 shields here, here, and here. Every other base has double planetary shields. Now we're getting all of these done, and with all of these, I got nothing else to do. So I just said, you know what? I've spent a lot of time teching up. Spent like a week just fill the queue, tech the fuck up. So I've gone ahead and I've put AI to 7. I've leveled up AI once, cybernetics once. We're going to level up another cybernetic level and then another AI level. Then we're going to go for stellar drive to make our recyclers, frigates, ion frigates, destroyers faster. Then warp to make all of our warp ships faster, which also, I think I need about 2 more levels of warp drive before I can have the warp tech high enough for Leviathans. 1 more level of armor because I want more armor, and then 1 more level of energy simply because it helps all of my bases out with higher levels of energy. Now I got my 22 laser tech, 22 armor tech. I want to get that up higher. Missiles are at 20, plasma 16. I upped missiles and plasma. Up missiles a bit. Only upped ion 1 level. Now, what I would say is a good, like, if you want to, like, have what's known as a stopping point, like if you want to stop doing tech in terms of stuff like lasers, I would say 25 to 30 would be the high end where you would want to stop researching it if you have like an actual need to stop researching tech. You can make laser level 100 if you have the resources, if you have the credits to do it and the time to do it. Okay? It's all about time at that point. At that stage, it's just a time issue. But if you want to stop, low end at 25, high end at 30. Armor, I would say armor, whatever the highest level capital ship you want, you stop at that, and then maybe if you wanted a few levels higher. Missiles, I would go with 20 to 25. They're only good with bombers, carriers, frigates, and I think that is all. So they're only really useful when you're using frigates in a combat role, because if you're using bombers, at that point in time, you're going to use ion bombers to just wreck cap ships with ion frigates, or you're going to use heavy bombers to break occupations, or just lay waste to, like heavy cruisers, battleships, things like that on an opposing fleet. Plasma tech, I'd go similar, about 20 to 25. Shielding, whatever your highest capital ship requires, plus maybe a few more levels to make your shit harder to kill. Ion tech gets really, really good around level 15. That's when ion frigates and ion bomber combos become very, very deadly to capital ships. So I would say anywhere between 15 to 20 for ion tech to stop at. Photon tech, right now I'm at level 10, which gives me P-rings and dreadnoughts for base defenses. If you want to go to Leviathans, you research Photon tech to Leviathan. And I think that's Photon of 16, I believe. Let me check. I think it is 16. Not 100%. No, Photon of 12 only. I'm sorry. Photon of 12. So I would research it up to Photon of 12 because there's nothing, the only units that you use Photon for are going to be Leviathans and Dreadnoughts in combat. In defenses, you're going to have Photon turrets, which are outclassed by Disruptors and P-Rings. If you want to have insanely powerful P-Rings, yes, you could research higher Photon armor tech to just have insanely higher P-Rings. Coming back to the tech tree, there is one thing I'm not even going to, at this point in time, it's not something I want to research. Anti-gravity, energy computer level 26, and 26 labs, which I don't have on any base. It decreases orbital structure construction time by 5% and increases the speed of your Death Star by 5%. Now, I do build orbital structures, yes. I'm building orbital shipyards, orbital bases, jump gates, P-rings. Trying to think anything else that I'm building in orbit right now. That I think is all it is. Once I get, I think, Energy 25, I unlock what is known as orbital plants, which is an orbital structure that gives you 12 energy. Yeah, I need one more level of energy, which is why I'm going for Energy 25. It gives you 12 energy. It doesn't require any area. It just takes population. So if you look at it in terms of what anti-gravity helps you with, it helps you with orbital plants, orbital shipyards, orbital bases, jump gates, and planetary shields. Or, sorry, planetary rings. That's all it helps you with. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, but I would rather go and put another cybernetic level into it. I'd rather go and just add one more cybernetic level and just get a 5% construction boost across the board for anything, plus production boost as well, so I can build fleet faster. Now, that being said, if I ever get to the point where I can build a Death Star, or I want to build a Death Star because they're massively expensive, massively slow, and when you lose one, you fucking cry. If I ever get to the point where I can build a Death Star, sure, I'll contemplate researching anti-gravity. Now let's look at that base. Halifax. What am I getting off of Halifax? I'm getting 34 credits off of Halifax. That's not bad. Look at all these. They're occupied bases. Base is 11. Occupied base is 22. I'm pulling 700, basically. I'm pulling 700 off of occupied bases. Just look at this, man. Just look at this. Boom. Just like I got a bunch of your shit. Now, I had 2 more bases. I handed those off to a guildmate, Death66. I figured he needed it more than I did. He didn't have. He doesn't have the economy that I have, so I handed it off to him. But Midge Galmar, I have 1 more base of his. I'm gonna hit that tomorrow. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna condense this video and tomorrow's video together to make it. Bruce 69. I can't even hit him anymore. I can still hit this guy. Time Bomb. I know my level's 36 something. I might not even be able to hit that guy. And then Jack Burton, of course, I can still hit him, although I don't need to because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, all of his bases in the E06 galaxy belong to me. I've never gotten a reply from this guy ever. And this is a real simple thing. I'm like, dude, you want your bases free? You join my guild. It's that simple. You can't protect your bases and your guild. How long have I occupied this guy? His guild hasn't even done anything to stop me. At least when I was a GM of my old guild, I basically did suicidal attacks against this one guy, basically, but I got him to stop occupying a freaking guildmate of mine for a little bit. That's the whole point of a guild. In terms of the guild, the server war between WAP and FAN, FAN went back to PM Project Meteor, and WAP became DAP, which is, I don't know, what the fuck does that mean? Derbs and Pie. That's what they mean. Miley Cyrus is pro, get over it. Pipes love, child, chewy, okay. It was like, what the fuck? It was like, sorry, it was just like the most random shit. And here you see Derbs and Pi. Their fleet 284 million. I'm not even at half a mil right now, dude. I'm not gonna fuck with anybody in this guild because I'm not stupid. I have a few trades, I believe, with them. Mostly trading with Project Meteor, who used to be fighting against noobs, and these guys used to be winning against pros, who used to be before that Heroines of Elysium, before that Heroes of Elysium, I believe, or it was one or the other. And before that, 3 million failed acronyms, and before that, threesome, hence the guild picture, because that was the original guild title, threesome, which is fucking hilarious. But I do more trade business. Speaking of trade, do I have all my trades filled up? I don't know. I want to find out. I might have all my trades filled up. Of course, I might be one off because I got this little bar right here that I can't see through, but doesn't show up on the recording, so I'm cool with it. Yes, I have all my trades filled up. Yeah, you see, I'm doing all server accounts. I did a lot of stuff with them. I do business with Chaos. Here's like the vice GM of Chaos. I do business with him. French Foreign Legion. DAP right here. A lot of business with my own guild as well. Then, of course, you got Bacon and Derbs, Pork, their guild. And then a lot of business with Bellatrix from GAG. More business with my own shit. More Pork, more DAP. So actually, yeah, I do a lot. I did a lot with the former threesome guild. I do a lot of business with DAP, and then a little with PM. One guy in PM I do business with. Only like 942 in that. But the occupied bases are where like a lot of the really insane income comes from, because it's just an occupied base, man. It's pretty freaking badass. So I got about another hour and a half. This will finish. I'll get 2K in debris from the base I just took. It'll kind of even me out at around $4,000. I'll take 1,000 hit, but I'm getting almost 40 a day. I'm getting almost 40 an hour on that. So within 2 days, I'll have recouped all my losses, and anything after that is profit. I got 88 heavy cruisers being built. Tomorrow I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to throw up another 88 of them probably, or something like that, whenever, because I'm pulling in. What the fuck am I doing? What's my economy at, man? It's like 3.5K. No, I'm sorry. That's at 3628. That's my rank. So I'm 3,300. 3,300, fine. So yeah, I got a lot of fucking income. Once I get the final P rings set up, I got Shima Yum and I got Trans 500 left for P ring construction. Once I get those two P rings set, I'm probably gonna have, let's figure 2 days, 48 hours. So boom, that's the fastest producing second level P ring on a planet of mine. So I'll have basically a day and a half where all of these bases are not building anything but the P rings, or the queue is empty. These bases, they are building stuff, but I mean, the construction time is like a day. The construction time is like over a day to build the level, so it's like whatever. I might be able to amass enough funding to build a new base, which will bring me to base number 12. I might be able to get that started I might be able to start that Monday. Because I already have... I already got a dreadnought spare. I got like 3 or 4 spare dreadnoughts. What the fuck am I talking about? I got 3 or 4 spare dreadnoughts. I got 4 spare dreadnoughts right there. Boom. I got 4 of those that are spare. So I could easily just drop a dread and build 1,000 fighters build 1,000 fighters quickly on this base. Just send out 2 fleet carriers and a dreadnought. There's 1,000 fighters. Bring the fleet carriers back when I'm done. Build an outpost ship, which will cost me 100 and take 20 minutes. Ooh, 20 minutes to build an outpost ship and just get a brand new base. Base I'm going to be looking for is another asteroid base. I'm looking for another asteroid simply because it's the cheapest for an upgrade account to use. Terraform nonstop. Planetary rings are half price. Planetary shields are half price. Biosphere mods are half price. I mean, shit, dude. So much crap is half price, and if you're patient enough with it, you can turn them. Like these right here, these are getting close. Nightlife and Pass, they're getting close to being able to just build up an orbital shipyard and start pumping out dreadnoughts too. Their construction capability is very high right now. Yeah, you're looking at my best construction base is 298. That's with 22 shipyards and 3 orbital shipyards. Right here, I'm at 263, 269. And I don't even have the orbital shipyard up yet. I don't even have one up yet. Plus, I'm missing that extra shipyard to get the ability to make dreads. This base has the ability to build dreads and is less efficient. Speaking of which, I should go and... No, that was originally... Wait. That was my research. Yeah, that was the research I designed. Because I only got 16 to allow me to build battleships there and 16 for battleships there. This wasn't originally a research base. What the fuck have I been doing with this base? What type of metal and robotic factory level do I have on this one? Yeah, okay, two shields, building the second ring. Also, what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to expand on my spaceports, looking to get 20 spaceports for most of my bases. Add an extra 10 to the base economy, plus an extra trade route, which will really increase my economy. Yeah, 21 metal refineries. I need to get that up to 24, and that up to level 20 to really abuse the construction capacity. I need to increase that. And then nanites are 10. And yeah, just okay. We'll queue these because I know in 197 hours I'm not gonna have any fucking idea what I'm doing. I'm going to need to... MLP is faster by 3 hours. Okay. So we're going to MLP, and then orbital base is faster by 5 hours. Let's see, what I'm doing is I'm looking at the time. So that's 3 hour difference here, and then 5 hour difference for orbital base between that. So there's 8 hours of construction time that I'm going to waste. And you don't want to waste 8 hours of construction time because there's obviously something better you could be doing. And then I'm out of energy probably. Yep, I'm going to be out of energy. Okay, I'm assuming fusion plants are going to be cheaper. Barely barely cheaper. That's why I need to get orbital plants. I mean, they give you 12, but it really does help out because it doesn't take area up. It just takes out pop. And energy of 25, you're looking at possibly having 30 added to, well, not 30, but it's going to be 24 at level 20. It's getting close. It's getting close to that level. Getting close to just pulling 30 up. And there we go. Now, biosphere mods. I want to talk about that in a bit. Actually, I'll talk about it right now. It requires 1 pop, 1 area, 24 energy. So you need to put like an orbital plant to put it up there. But it adds a shitload. It increases your base fertility by 1. So if you have like a fertility 4, fertility 5 asteroid, it will massively increase your fertility to the point where you basically just build it. And instead of like, first of all, if you have a free account, you're going to probably break down urban structures to give you more area. Okay? But if you have an upgraded account like mine, you don't break down the urban structures. You just take the extra 22 population and you just run fucking wild with it because you ain't got to do shit for a bit. You don't got to do shit in terms of building like urban structures or multi-level platforms or orbital bases. That's just how it is. So I got 12 hours for cybernetics. Then we got AI. So we're pretty well stocked. We're pretty well stocked up on what we're doing. We're just, right now I'm just in that like simming phase, consolidating what I've been doing in the very warlike last few weeks to just ramp up my economy. Just putting out P rings, and now I'm just going to start building more fleets, teching up, and just that's it. So there's not going to be many videos on Astro Empires for a bit unless something does just randomly come up. Then of course I'll put a video out. I may go into a different galaxy. I'm not 100%. It's either going to be 07 or 05. I'm just not sure about if I want to build another base in a different galaxy. A lot of people have bases in various galaxies. It makes it harder for you to have all of your bases occupied. Don't get me wrong, it does. But it really, like the travel time, you need to have like jump gates of like, level, you need to have like, some like level 4 or 5 jump gates on like every fucking base to be able to travel within a few hours between some bases. So it's a little annoying in that regard. So I probably will just stay in E06. I'm not sure, but we'll see what's going to go on. So I'm going to leave this here, and then I'm going to resume recording tomorrow and hit that other base, grab the debris, all that hunky-dory stuff, and give you the update. Shipyards should either be done by then or almost done. Same with nanite factories, done or almost done. P-rings, it should be started here. I'm going to pull about 5K, so I'll have 54K by the time antimatter plants are done. So 54K, what is a P-ring going to cost me? With the commander that I have, what is a P-ring going to run me? Because I know the P-ring will be building. I just want to know if it'll be building, if it's going to auto start at like whenever the antimatter plant finishes, or if I got to wait like another, like however long until the next hour mark comes in for the economy. I don't know. 66. Yeah, I'm going to have to wait for a bit. I'm definitely waiting for a bit. Let's see, 66. 17K, so 5 hours. About roughly 5 hours, and ain't nothing finishing in 5 hours but that. So we're good on that. Yeah, we're good on that. All right, cool. So nothing's finishing within 5 hours but that. I got that. They'll be done 6 hours later. I'll have figure another 19 to 20K in the economy. So figure 19,000. I'm not going to have enough for AI, so that'll just put on the back burner until I get it. All right. All right, so I'm going to resume recording tomorrow. Second level P ring at Yum will be started. Possibly AI level 8 will be started. 40% boost to research, man. That's going to be crazy. Plus that 20% boost to production and construction, dude. I'm hoping to get Titans to be. I'm hoping to produce Titans within less than 100 hours, man. Because that would just be nuts, man. I'll just have like every base, and I'll just save up a shit ton of credits and just build a mad fleet of Titans, and just go mud stomping people. And then once I unlock Levy Tech, I'll build Leviathans and just Levy stack wipe, just whole fucking bases and shit. So, peace out until tomorrow.